What's good, everybody? This is Koza. I hope you guys are all doing well for yourself. These are the animations that I'm using on my 6A build. Now, we're going to be using Magic Johnson dribble style in today's video, but also Zach LaVine is a really nice dribble style right beside it. We're going to be going in depth on pretty much every animation, and we're going to do it on Magic Johnson first. So just let me know down in the comments if you guys want me to go over Zach LaVine too. Now, size up, we're using D Wade, a regular breakdown combo, De'Aaron Fox. We're actually using Jason Tatum for aggressive breakdown combo. I'm just throwing those around a little bit. Escape moves, listen, bro. Kevin Durant for sure. De'Aaron Fox, he kind of has a double Jamal Crawford behind the back. Crossovers, John Wall behind the back. The thing about the 6'8s is they don't get the Trae Young behind the back, so they miss out on that. Just such a clean move there. But LeBron James kind of has a decent moving behind the back, and he also has a good standing behind the back too. So we're gonna use that. Spin, Penny Hardaway, hesitation, Chris Paul for sure. Now step back. This is probably the best move in the game, or at least for the 6'8s. This is how you're gonna get that nasty snatchback animation. And you also get the AI hopback or the LeBron hopback with this. So definitely gonna need that. With all that out the way, man, let's go ahead and get into it. Make sure y'all drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys want more content like this. Let's get into it. All right, I'm gonna go over the basic things first. So even if a beginner that's never dribbled before is gonna be able to dribble after watching this video. I'm also gonna be helping those intermediate guys understand all of the animations that they're doing and how they're doing them. We're also gonna be talking about how to prevent bad animations or slow animations. So let's get into it. First things first is the dribble style. Now Magic Johnson, if you can see, when he goes towards the ball hand, he moves insanely slow. He gets that animation right there. And we do not want that. We want to stay away from that. We want to be as explosive as possible. And now when we run horizontal to the off-ball hand, we're going to get this speed animation here. This is the animation that we want with the Magic Johnson dribble style. So keep in mind, whenever you're using the Magic Johnson dribble style, you want to go towards the off-ball hand when exploding out of your combo. Now, next up is size up. Our size up today is Dwayne Wade. Now, the size up controls are anytime you're not holding right trigger, but you're flicking up diagonal on the right stick, horizontal on the right stick, or down diagonal. Up diagonal towards the off-ball hand is going to give you this crossover. Horizontal towards the off-ball hand is going to give you an in between the legs, and a down diagonal towards the off-ball hand is going to give you a behind the back. You guys can double these back and forth, but the best move in my opinion with the D Wade size up is the in between the legs into the behind the back. So if you combo them together, they kind of look like this. Now the escape package controls are pretty much what we just did, but now we're going to hold turbo. You see, we're holding right trigger. Now we're going to go up diagonal towards the off-ball hand. We're going to get this long crab crossover right here. You can use that for crab and defenders. If you go horizontal towards the off-ball hand, you're going to get a long animation that it goes in between the legs. And if you go behind the back, horizontal down towards the off-ball hand, you're going to get this animation here. Now, Kevin Durant's escape package has a really good crab crossover. You can push him behind you, and then you can have an open shot. Now, your step back controls can be holding right trigger, flicking directly down on the right stick to get a snatchback animation. And your step back is also not holding right trigger and flicking directly down on the right stick. You get your hopback animation. Now, as you can see, John Wall has a really good snatchback that creates a lot of space, and he has a really good hopback that we've used in previous years. So now that we got those basic animation controls out of the way and we know what triggers what, we can now get into comboing those moves together. Now, if we want to go ultra beginner level, we can do this combo right here. Now, we're going to be holding right trigger. We're going to run towards the off-ball hand using the Magic Johnson potential for their speed boost. We're going to do this right here. We're going to get that animation. We're going to stop running with the left stick. We're going to flick down on the right stick to get a snatchback right out of it. So when you do it fast and all together, you get the animation, and then you can hold turbo the whole time, but you're going to play for the speed boost. They're going to drop back thinking you're going to run, because off the Magic Johnson dribble style, you could also really, you could always go, just off of it. If it's there, take the free too, right? You don't have to overcomplicate it, especially if you're kind of new to dribbling. But after they play that and they drop back, they see the speed boost, you can get that snatchback right here. And then you could shoot it, or maybe the defense claps. That's up to you after that once you break down the defense. I'm just here to show you guys how to dribble. But say you want to speed boost to the left and then snatch back. Well, with the Magic Johnson dribble style, you don't want to run this way and then try to snatch back. It's going to be too slow, right? So don't overcomplicate it. Just throw a little sides up crossover to the right, then speed boost to the left and snatch back. It's that simple, guys. Because sometimes he'll be playing your hip and you can't go to the right. So we cross over or do a little bit in between the legs. Then we'll speed boost to the left, and then now we'll snatch back for the shot. Now another combo. Say we want to go to the right. We want to speed boost to the right, but he's kind of cutting us off, so we need to get to his outside of his shoulder. I might be preaching too much IQ to some people right now, but stick with me. Say we need to catch more of his shoulder to try to get him to respect that blow by. Well, all we have to do is do the Kevin Durant escape crossover, right? So we're going to do the escape crossover. It's going to glide us to the right. So we're going to get more of an angle to the rim. So he's going to have to respect that drive. So we're going to do the Kevin Durant size of escape, or the escape package to the right. Now all we're going to do, don't overcomplicate it. Let go of turbo. flick to the left. It doesn't matter whether it's up, horizontal left, or down diagonal left. It does not matter. You're going to get relatively the same animation with Dwayne Wade's size of package. Now we're going to do the Kevin Durant. We're going to do this. Boom. Now, I don't want to lose you here. I don't want to lose you here, bro. We just have to catch the defender's shoulder a little bit more if we're going to respect the blow by animation. So we're going to Kevin Durant. Well, my fault. We're going to Kevin Durant cross. It's going to glide us. And then all we want to do is trigger the speed boost. You see right here? So it's holding turbo for the first move, letting go of turbo for the second move, and then holding turbo to get that speed boost. And then you can also hold turbo for the snatch back. And again, guys, if that 2 is ever there, instead of snatching back, you could always run to the rim. You guys don't have to overcomplicate these moves. You guys can always take that easy 2 or just drive and kick, you know, drive, break down the defense, and then make decisions from there. Another thing you can do is the behind the back animation, the standing behind the back animation. So the ball is in our left hand. We're going to hold turbo on this. We're going to flick down diagonal to the right towards our off ball hand. We're going to get this animation. Now, actually, Jamal Crawford gets an amazing, you know, hop. He gets an amazing behind the back standing animation. Actually, we're gonna go switch to it right now. So if y'all are sticking around even until this portion of the video, I'm putting y'all on right now. Jamal Murray right there. Now, he gets a bad moving behind the back, but we can always use our crossover instead of the behind the back. Now, standing behind the back, Jamal Murray has a really nice standing behind the back. So if we hold right trigger, flick down on the right stick or down diagonal towards the off ball hand on our right stick, we're gonna get this animation here. Now it's gonna use an adrenaline boost. They peeped how OP this move was and they had to do that. So just be cautious using this move, but just look at the way you glide. Now, you're looking at the way you glide, you can then, you're holding right trigger the whole time, you can Magic Johnson speed boost out of it. And again, if you would rather speed boost to the right, all you gotta do is throw a quick crossover in there and then you're speed boosting to the right. Remember guys, for the quick crossovers, I'm not holding turbo. I'm holding turbo for the standing behind the back, letting go of turbo for the quick crossover, and then holding turbo to initiate the speed boost. Now, if you guys are playing a good defender or a better defender than most people, he might be looking for this little cross. He might be looking for this. So he might just be playing your left, and whenever you do a cross, he's going to go back to playing your right, right? So to avoid that, obviously we can't run, you know, too fast to our ball hand with the Magic Johnson dribble style. But what you can do is you can do a quick hezzy, and before the hezzy animation plays out, you can speed boost off of it. Now look, the ball's going to be on our left hand, right? We're going to hold turbo the whole time. We're going to flick horizontal to the left, and then we're going to run out of it. And you guys see the difference in the speed and the explosiveness our player takes off. We'll start the ball in our right hand. Now we're going to start it in our right hand. We're holding turbo, flicking directly to the right towards the ball hand, and then running. Sometimes you'll get like a little, you know, not as sharp of a speed boost. You just get that with the dribble style. But for the most part, you're going to get a way faster animation than you would with just running towards the ball hand. Now we're going to get a little bit more intermediate here with this simple move, but it is, you know, it takes a lot of controls and a lot of timing. Now we're going to do a misdirection behind the back. Now we're going to be holding turbo. We're going to do like we're doing a standing behind the back. The ball's in our left hand, holding turbo. We're going to flick down diagonal to the right towards our off ball hand with the right stick, but our left stick is going to go shortly after that, going down diagonal towards the ball hand. So our right stick in this situation is going to go down diagonal to the right, and our left stick is going to go down diagonal to the left, and you're going to get this animation here. Now you see he switches ball hands, but he's gliding to the left already. So he already gets a head start. Now we're going to go over the move again. Now we're going to start it in the right hand, right? You're holding right trigger, you know, down diagonal to the left with the right stick and down diagonal to the right with the left stick. So pretty much you get this animation here. Remember, the right stick goes first and the left stick shortly follows. And you're going to get, you know, these animations here. You can kind of see the timing that I'm using with the controller. Now, like I said, our body glides one way and then the ball hand switches to the other hand. So if we get a head start on the left, you know, we're trying to beat our defender left. Obviously, you know, we could, you know, do the quick hezzy speed boost left, quick cross to the right, and then, you know, speed boost left. Or you can throw in this misdirection right here, right? You're going to do the misdirection and then you're going to speed boost off of it, like boom and boom. So you kind of get that little head start to the left side. Now it's not really a combo, but it is still kind of an intermediate move. So you guys have these dribbling animations, these dribbling controls in your arsenal. You just have to get creative and use them, right? We have the crab crossover with holding turbo, you know, holding turbo going up diagonal or horizontally, side to side. We have the quick crosses without holding right trigger, and you guys can, you know, mess with these, you know, combo up with them, speed boost off them. Remember, when you're speed boosting, you're holding turbo. We have those, you know, misdirection behind the backs. We have, you know, the snatch backs. We have the, you know, you're gonna instead of a snatchback, you're gonna hop back. Don't hold right trigger on the hop back. You guys have all of these moves available to you in your arsenal. All you guys have to do is practice them so you get your muscle memory down. And then when you start practicing them and you become like a little dribble demon, hop back. Oh, I was a little hezzy. But when you become a hezzy or a dribble demon, you can then, you know, start looking insane, you know, chaining different moves together. And if you guys want me to do longer combinations for a dribble tutorial, all you guys have to do is let me know and I'll be able to put that out. But I'm just talking to the, you know, the more casual, you know, the less dribbler, the more beginner people that just want to get a few moves done to get the job done. And I did forget to mention, anytime that you're about to do the snatchback like these animations here, you could always do the hop back instead. You're just letting go right trigger. So it's a right trigger for the snatchback, no right trigger for the hop back. Straight directly down on the right stick for both animations. So instead of doing the snatchback, you could always do the hop back. You guys always have that in your arsenal. But I feel like I went over enough moves today to get y'all started moving different, at least, you know, getting efficient buckets on your 6-8 builds or even the 6-7. This could definitely work for a 6-7 too. I think they get the similar dribble moves. The 6-7 just gets, you know, maybe Kobe Bryant dribble animations. I think they get the 88 ball handle. But nonetheless, man, the 6-8 is really the new demigod build that can get a lot of attribute points to do everything. So I figured I'd put this dribble tutorial out so y'all can get used to like the controls and you guys can start moving on your 6-8 builds. So if you guys want more content like this, more dribble tutorials, especially on the 6-8, all you guys have to do is let me know down in the comments and I'll deliver. So I hope this video helped you boys out. If you did, drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys want more content like this. As always, I'll catch y'all boys in the next video or stream.